Welcome back to the Power and the Glory. Today's scripture is taken from the book of Genesis, chapter 28, verse 15. But before I read the scripture, please like, share, and subscribe. It does make a huge difference to the Google algorithm, and thank you to my existing subscribers for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. So I'll read the scripture now. For I'm with you, and will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I've done what I promised you. So by way of context, this is a promise God makes to Jacob in a dream, assuring him that he's protecting him and will always be with him. Now Jacob was at that time fleeing in fear from his brother Esau after stealing his brother's birthright from him. So you'd be quite right in assuming that this is part of Jacob's ladder dream. While sleeping on a stone pillow at Bethel, Jacob saw a ladder connecting earth to heaven. Now, angels were actively traveling up and down the ladder, and central to the whole dream, of course, is God's presence. God speaks to Jacob from above the ladder, identifying himself as the God of Abraham and Isaac, promising the land he was sleeping on to his descendants, and declaring that he would be with him always. Now, on waking, of course, Jacob was struck with awe and renamed the place Bethel, the house of God. So let's look at the significance of this dream. What's the symbolism mean? Well, the bridge between heaven and earth, the ladder serves as a symbol of divine connection and communication between the earthly and heavenly realms. God's presence is central to the dream, and the dream signifies that God is present and active even in the most challenging of times. And of course, the other central part of the dream is the confirmation of covenant. It reaffirms the Abrahamic covenant to Jacob, guaranteeing protection, blessing, and the land of Canaan despite his current exile. So let's look at the scripture in a bit more detail. The dream that Jacob receives from God establishes a firm foundation, not just for his next steps, but also for the longer term future direction that he has. God makes a number of pledges to Jacob to give him confidence, peace, and assurance for the path ahead, which includes, I'm with you and I will watch over you. So Jacob is alone physically and with no discernible outside help, but God assures them that in the unseen realm, he is with him in his challenges and will watch over him to protect him wherever he is and wherever he may choose to go. I will bring you back to this land. So God promises that he will bring Jacob back to the land of Abraham, i.e. Canaan, and I will not leave you until I've done what I've promised. So there can be no better and stronger assurance than this. So what are our key learnings from the passage of scripture? Well, it's that God's power is omnipresent. God tells Jacob he's going to be with him wherever he goes. God is selective with his grace. Has Jacob done anything to deserve this grace? No, but it's God's decision that he gets this grace, and that's where Jacob stands. He is anointed. God gives covenant promises, obviously, and when he's made those promises, they're never reneged upon. Divine loyalty is, of course, different from human loyalty. God gives also peace on the run. When Jacob's challenged, God will always be with him. But most of all, God promises to Jacob are his promises to us. Though these promises are made to Jacob, as faithful servants of Christ, these pledges also stand good for God's children. So when we're in the middle of confusion and chaos, we must understand that even during these moments, God is there with us to calm our nerves and assure us that he